Hello world, it's me, Julian Venables, the London Astrologer. I hope you're doing well today. I have a bit of daily astrology to give you today, and it is Mercury Trine Saturn. Mercury has just moved into its own home sign of Gemini today, and it is making a really easygoing, harmonious and helpful trine to Saturn, who is in its own sign of Aquarius. The time to look out for will be from, and I've just slightly rounded up to make it easier to remember, 15:45 this afternoon through to a peak at 20:15, 8:15 p.m. That's a universal time here in London in England, and this aspect is boosted with the fact that the moon goes into Aquarius today and links to Saturn and Mercury as well. So, what can we expect with Mercury trining Saturn? Well, as I said, Mercury goes into its own sign today, so it's really entering familiar territory. It's very happy when it's in its own sign. It's entering its own house, if you like. Well, its own kingdom, its own place to be. And Mercury, of course, is good ideas, thinking, decision-making processes. But when it's in Gemini, it's very light and airy. So it might be that Mercury is got some good, friendly, social ideas, a bit curious, a need to seek a different perception of something. And when it makes a trine to Saturn, then Saturn is just stationed to go retrograde. So this tends to indicate that Saturn's at a very powerful phase at the moment of really deeper understanding of what the future might hold. And so when Saturn is in Aquarius, its own sign as well, Saturn rules Aquarius as well as Capricorn, then maybe we're looking here at the ideas for what the future might hold. Now in your own life, of course, this is going to be very an insightful day. There's a lot of potential here for you to really start to think about what you can do with your future. The world has changed a lot recently. We know this, this is the situation we're now facing. And but these two planets are actually in their own signs. So this gives us a very strong indicator that that there is something good to be thought about today, to be decided on. It'll take a long time or quite a while for that to settle in, because Saturn is going retrograde and Mercury will be is going quite fast at the moment. It's speeding up, but there is a sense of finding a new rhythm or a new pace that's quite sober. It's quite serious. It's quite structured. These are Saturnian things. New commitments, new responsibilities. How can you work in your community? What do you want to do with all your associates in your life? What are your future long-term plans? Mercury's good ideas, clever, curious thinking. So put the two together and you'll have a very interesting day. The moon is moving into Aquarius today. In fact, the moon actually goes into Aquarius at 15:45. And this is this very active few hour phase here. So we're looking at about 4.5 hours of really proactive thinking. So use this time to write down some ideas, to chat with friends, talk to people close to you, think about what you want to do, because this window of time here is really, really very precious for coming up with something really, really good. The moon is bringing it through. Okay. So I must remind you, please subscribe to my channel. You'll find me in one of the buttons, the button down here. Also link the bell. It's very important that if I do these daily updates, I'm going to start doing these more regularly, I hope. And so I hope to be able to build up a bit of a following. Who knows? I'm available for readings, of course. Just contact me via my website, londonastrologer.com. I can teach astrology as well, and you might even find me doing webinars. So link to me with my newsletter, which you can put your email on London Astrologer. All the information is below on the information page here on YouTube. So I hope you find that useful. To recap very quickly, Mercury, the thinker, decision maker, makes a harmonious link to Saturn, the serious, committed, responsible, sober, structured planet in air signs. It's all about communications, your friends, your social circle, getting around and about. Interestingly, of course, restrictions got lifted today. So we'll see what happens. Enjoy your afternoon. It's those 4 hours are very important to make the most of having some good thinking. Hopefully see you soon. Take care and goodbye.